she ain't fucking, she got to go. Tell her don't waste my time. Police wanna stop me, search my clothes. Tell them don't waste my time. If it ain't money, I ain't involved. No. Tell them don't waste my time. Waste.
Ooh.
Hey.
Hey, what up? What's going on?
Good evening, DJ Boom, the man of the year.
Oh, man. What's going on? Talk to me.
Oh, my goodness. I just want to thank you for sitting down and chatting with me tonight. Real Talk with TML. I am your host, Ms. TML. And I just wanted to highlight you in a way that I want people to understand that DJs are not just the DJs. They're actually, crowd therapists. You know what I mean? Like, you cater to a wide audience of people, and you have to know what rhythm these people are on and how they're going to react to the sounds that you're playing, which is a very key factor in the music industry. So I just want to commend you, and I just want to thank you for, giving me the opportunity.
Nah, I appreciate you. You know what I mean? I appreciate you having me. It's definitely
thank you.
Dope.
Thank you. So I've had the pleasure of getting to know who you were from, a couple of different associates. And it was just crazy how people just started saying your name to me. And, it was just like, oh, DJ Boom, DJ Boom, DJ Boom. And I'm like, so let me go check out who this DJ Boom is. And I just started seeing you was everywhere where you want to be. You know what I mean? All the livest parties, all the major events that are going on in our area, which is New England, you're at, and you're the DJ. So tell me, how did you come to this point throughout this because I want to get into also, what first inspired you to get into DJing as well.
So do you want to get into what inspired me first?
Yes, let's do that first.
All right, cool. So let's get with that. So it actually runs in my family. So like I say, like my dad, he was actually a DJ back in the day. He was known as DJ Bacán, and he was more of a Spanish DJ.
Okay.
But like, you know what I mean? So he was more like, but he was like the hottest DJ like out in New England,
Uh-huh.
So, you know what I mean? So everybody knew who he was. Everybody wanted to be with him. You know what I mean? Like all the girls wanted him. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's just, it's just like, I'm like, yo, the music just flows through my veins. You know what I'm saying?
So it's just like an inherited thing.
Exactly. Because like, and then like like I said, my grandfather was in the music industry as well. He played he was in a band, and he played in a band, whatever, and they toured the world and they did all that stuff. Then he retired. So like it kind of just falls on me now. Like I'm the one that's kind of like taking over the throne now. So.
That's right. And I love it. And you're owning it, and it's yours. I just, like I said, it was just, I grew up in the Chubby Chub DJ Ruckus era of New England DJing. And it was just a time, you know what I mean, to be alive, because you just seen the elevation, you just seen the growth, and you seen, how they had their following. And I see that you're that type of DJ in this area. You know what I mean? Like, it's like one of those, like, you got to have DJ Boom there. If DJ Boom's not there, then it's not lit. It's not popping.
If the turn up king ain't there, it ain't lit. It ain't turn up. You know what I'm saying?
So what skills do you think a DJ needs to be successful?
Well, you definitely you gotta be, like I said, in this industry, in this game, you definitely you gotta be humble. You gotta come with humbleness. You know what I'm saying? You definitely have to have like your own craft. You have to, you try to like build a craft that makes sense for you.
Right.
That, you want to, what I mean, that kind of like Like for me, like the thing with me, what a lot of people were telling me to work on was more like with the mic, more emceeing, like give more people a show.
Right.
So then like I got a lot of that feedback, and I kept, I did my homework, I kept, just getting better and perfecting it. And then now it's like I take the mic and I feel like I'm an artist sometimes. Like I could literally just have a show with the crowd. And the thing is that the crowd, they love that because they love when the DJ is engaged with the crowd. It makes it more lit.
It makes it more lit. It definitely does. It's all about the theatrics, I think, of the night when you're doing an event and things like that. And I think that's what people remember. That's what people want to see, is that the DJ is engaging. The one thing that I know that was a big thing back then, when I was like coming up in the nightlife industry, it was like you go to the DJ and you'd be like, I want you to play this song. And the girls would always do that. Like that was just our thing. Like, listen, play this song, DJ, it's gonna get lit. So do people still come to you like that?
Yes. So like I do, like it's so crazy because like it's still the same thing. You still have people that come up to you and it's like, oh hey, can you play me this? Oh, can you play me this? Oh, can you play me that? And it's like, all right, cool. Like, depending, like, so for me, like I don't mind taking requests.
Right.
But like say if the crowd is moving, we got the crowd shaking, like everybody's dancing, the girls are feeling the vibe, everybody's chilling. But if you're telling me and you coming to me and you're telling me to play some like slow jam or like something that's like mad soft and corny, I'm just like, come on. I'm like, I'll tell you, like, okay, I'll play it, but I'm like, I'm not playing this. It's because I have the crowd rocking. So like the last thing I want to do is, shake up the crowd. Like, everybody looking at me crazy and like, yo, boom, like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yeah, so that's still the request is still having. I have a request jar, literally. I'll be like, put it in the request jar. You know what I'm saying? I'll figure it out and I'll get to it.
I love it, Boom. I love it. That's a dope idea though, because again, I would think about like all the times when we'd be going up to Chubb, we'd be going up to Ruckus, like, play this song. We're all drunk. Like, listen, like you don't even know, like you're just going off of your vibe when you're in the club sometimes. You know what I mean? As the spectator, as the person who's coming out, not understanding that the DJ has to be the motivator for everybody. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So
I can't just play for one person. I gotta play for the whole crowd. Even if there's one person in there or if I got 1,000 people in there. I gotta make sure that at the end of the night they go home and be like, oh my God, DJ Boom, he made my night. I had a great time. We turned up. We definitely going out next week.
And it's funny because the DJ always has the entourage to me. I think that the DJ makes the night at any club. Like that is one of the specific things that I think girls look for. That people who are enjoyers of good sets, they're like, oh, DJ Boom's gonna be there. Oh, yep, it's gonna be lit. Like that's you just already know based on the name of the DJ. I don't know if any other area does that, but I think New England has always been like that. Like you just know, oh, if that DJ's playing there, oh, it's gonna be lit.
Exactly. That's how normally it is. And then if that DJ is not there, like say for example, oh, DJ Boom, DJ Boom is here, and then it's like they come out there and it's like, oh, but I thought DJ Boom was coming.
Right.
Oh no, he's not gonna be here. So when it's like they leave to find where DJ Boom is at. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Mad people would tell me like they'll message me and be like, oh yo, Boom, where you at? I'm like, oh, I'm out here. Okay. I'm like, but it's like they know it's like you go to my social media, you know that I post flyers all the time. Every weekend I'm posting new flyers. So you just follow me. But sometimes, I might be like, okay, I might be here, but in reality, I might get another gig somewhere else. And then they're like, oh shit, Boom is over here. So
right. And I love it. I love that you have that, camaraderie of people that support you. And because it's hard. And I especially say it's hard for the DJs. I tell artists all the time, you want, these DJs to support you and show up and play your music. You have to show up for the DJ too. So, after your event, that was one of my main posts to these artists, especially because, I'm a person that comes from the background of promoting and managing independent artists. So I look at it as like, okay, I've always felt like we need to build that network between artists independent artists in this region and DJs. We need to have a circuit that pushes the agenda for our independent artists, because I think this is the most untapped market when it comes to development of independent artists in this region. You know what I mean? Like, they have to go somewhere else.
Exactly.
They have to, you don't hear as much, independent music being played in the club. And that's one of the things that, I want to work going forward to see in New England, and have that be, something that we include at some point, because it's important. But I also say to the artists, you have to show up and support your DJs. You have to salute the DJ, because the DJ is the one that makes all this happen. Without the DJ, you don't have a show.
But a lot of artists, they don't understand that concept.
No,
that's why I say, like, in reality, it's like, I feel like, that's what I always say all the time. I'm like, I feel like DJs don't get enough credit. You know what I mean? Because, like, we're the ones that kind of, like, when you want us to play the, you know what I mean, your song in the club, we're the ones that are doing it. So it's like, if people are not gonna know who you are and know about your music without the DJ playing the song in the club,
that's right.
You know what I mean? So you're not gonna know a reaction. You're not gonna know the crowd's reaction without the DJ.
That's right.
And this is how it is.
That's right. And you need the DJ. Like, you need to be his best friend. That's important. And I know that you're also the tour DJ for many artists that are in New England. So salute to you for that, because that was the first time that I've seen that in a long time, where, you have a real DJ that's out here, but he's also the tour DJ for independent artists in New England. So what made you gravitate to that aspect of it?
So obviously, like, I mean, it's always good to, like, obviously, like, level up, you know what I'm saying? Because there's so much to do, like, besides just being a DJ. You know what I mean? Like, when I started off, I was like, didn't really understand the concept of that. I always just thought, like, oh yeah, just being a DJ and just staying like that, to stay as a DJ, just don't do nothing else. And then I started, like, just getting different, like, ideas, and people kept telling me, like, oh, you should pursue this, or, oh, you should kind of, like, change this, and why didn't you look into that? And I'm like, I kind of, like, just kind of, like, gave it some thought, and I was like, why not give it a shot? You know what I mean? You either can make it or just not happen. And then, I started off with one artist. I started, we kind of, like, just hit it off, whatever, build that business communication, whatever, that relationship. And then, we started going on tour and stuff. And then all of a sudden, I have a lot of have other artists coming through, and like, yo, I want you to be my DJ. Yo, I want you to do my, you know what I mean? So it's like, then all of a sudden, I had literally like a whole connection of, like, DJs. So now it's like a bunch of artists is like, now they want me to go on tour. Now they want me to, do all their shows and stuff. So it's like, it's definitely a good feeling.
It is definitely beautiful to see, because again, that was, the level, like you said, leveling up and understanding that it's not just one dimension when you think about DJing and what you guys do. The one thing that I noticed, as well is, the DJ battle. That was the first time that I actually seen someone, push and promote as a DJ, the way you did, and try to get as many DJs as you could together to basically, do a battle. And that was just, it was very inspirational. And I think a lot of people now wish, that they got there or they were there to witness history. But I do see you doing that again in the future.
Yeah, like, literally after, like, no, like, something like, no, I'll let cut you off, but yeah, literally after that, like, now, like, my inbox has, like, nonstop. Like, I literally have, like, people. I have a venue in New Hampshire. They're like, oh, we want you to bring the DJ battle to New Hampshire.
That's right.
So it's like, then Connecticut, I have a venue out there. They want me to bring it to Connecticut.
That's right.
Then I have another one in North Carolina. So it's like, now this thing could be a whole, like, trend.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, I could really do something with this. I mean, nobody's doing what I'm doing. So it's like, for me, to be the first DJ to come out with this will be, it's awesome.
I love it, and I'm so honored that you made me a part of it. That was definitely.
I'm glad you came through.
Yeah, that was definitely heartfelt because again, like I've always been a major supporter for the DJs. And just, being able to give them their flowers because I think that's important, and it's again, like I said, the artists need to show up for you guys just like you show up for them and you make sure their set is right and it's tight and they get the engagement that they're looking for. Show up, root me on as a DJ, like that should have been, that should be our requirement going forward. Is the DJ needs to bring the artists that want him to play their music in the clubs. You know what I mean? Like that's definitely we gotta have sportsmanship.
You have to. So especially in this industry, you have to.
Yeah. What do you think is the best part about being a DJ?
There's a lot of parts to be honest, but I feel like the best part is when when people like how you call it at the end of the night when people tell you like how good you do. You know what I'm saying? It's like the soul like, oh my god, like me and my friends, we had such a great time. Like we loved your music. You did such a great job. Like we definitely want to come back more. That makes me feel good because it's like wow. They actually like really like listening to like the transition, the blending. All that stuff, and they really had a great time that they will tell their friends and everybody to come back and come see me. You know what I mean? So that's definitely something that I like.
Now tell me, what do you think makes a great DJ?
I feel like what makes a great DJ, to be honest, is kind of like this. Like I said, I'm always going to throw this in there. Be humble. You know what I'm saying? Be humble. Definitely trying to be different, don't try to be like everybody else.
Yeah.
Because you know what I mean? Like it's always good, like I said, it's always good to have your own kind of like your own craft that you build. So then people would be like, oh, you know what I mean? He's doing it because he's doing it because he loves it, you know what I mean? Again, so it's a passion. So like when I DJ, I'm passionate because I love what I do. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm not doing it. Yeah, I do it for for money, but like at the end of the day, what makes me feel good when I go home is that everybody had a great time. You know what I mean?
That's right. So what do you think sets you apart from other DJs?
I feel like, to be honest, you know what I mean? For me, like I'm just very passionate. You know what I mean? I just love music. I love, just putting a show on for the people, you know what I mean? And it kind of just getting all that love back in return and like, have it fold up. You know what I mean? It's just an amazing feeling.
Right. I'm over here replugging my laptop because it looks like it wasn't charging. I'm like, oh goodness.
No, you don't want that to happen.
No, I can't lose you. I can't lose you. Can't lose you. So do you think that there's a lot of DJs out here that are just not being noticed in regards to their craft and the things that they can do in regards to DJing and bringing something new to the table? You know what I mean? Like, because I think there's a lot of people out here that just are scared to do something different. You know what I mean? Or be different. And I think like you have an advantage because you're also bilingual. So you can tap into a whole different market and be able to express your craft differently than a person who just speaks one language. You know what I mean? But they want to be able to tap into it, but they can't because they don't understand what the music is actually saying or what it's expressing. So do you think that's an advantage for you?
I mean, I think it is an advantage, but there's DJs that I know too that actually like that, you know what I mean? That'd be more Spanish than me, to be honest. It's crazy, you know what I mean? Like it'd be like, wait, you're not Spanish? Like, no. But like, so all the Spanish songs is like, you know what I mean? It's crazy. So I definitely like, obviously it's good. It has its perks, you know what I mean? Definitely, because I'm Dominican, Brazilian, and Puerto Rican. So like,
wow.
You know what I mean? So I'm a lot of things. So like definitely, you know what I mean? So that's definitely something that I'm proud of to have. And,
that diversity.
Yes. Diversity is always key.
Yes. I love it. I definitely love it. I mean, and that's how you have to, perceive the world sometimes is that we are very diverse and you have to be willing to adapt and accept different cultures and different people. So tell me a little bit about Fleet DJs, because I know that's something new for you this year.
Yes.
In regards to the coalition and just how, you got involved with that.
Yes. So I'm actually new to the Fleet DJs. So I'm going on a year now with them. So shout out to Fleet DJs, Mass Fleet DJs worldwide. So actually I actually got into it because I met with DJ EA Sports, and we actually did a show in Halloween. So shout out to him.
Yes, that's my brother.
Yes,
he was at the show. That was our original DJ for Upnorth Records.
Oh, really? Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, he's a good dude, man. Very humble, respectful, and I got mad love for him. So yeah, I actually met him in Central, in Central nightclub.
Yep.
We had a show because Global Girl Media was doing a Halloween bash, and we had Gilly the Kid.
Yeah,
he was actually one of the DJs with me.
Yeah,
and I was like, she was like telling me like, oh, it's gonna be you and some DJ. He's from Matt Fleet DJs. I'm like, what is that? I never heard of it.
Right.
So I was like, okay, I introduced myself. I say, hey, I'm DJ Boom. He's like, oh, I'm this and that, boom, boom. And I was like, oh, so tell me a little bit about the Fleet DJs. He's like, yeah. And he was like, oh, he sent me the application. And he was like, literally like, oh, I'll put in a good word for you. And I'm like, this guy is just full of, he's bluffing, man. Like, how many times I hear that? Oh, yeah, I'm going to put in a good word for you. Oh, yeah, I'll let them know. Oh, definitely. You know what I mean? And then like, and I kind of like in my head, I was like, you know what? I'm just, whatever. I'm going to fill the application out. And if, if it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, I'm still going to be good. So, so crazy. Then, so like a couple of days went by, whatever. And I'm like, whatever. And then all of a sudden I got a phone call. It was from Rashad, which was a CEO. And I was like, and he's like, oh, hey, my name is DJ Rashad. I'm actually one of the CEOs from Mass Fleet DJs. And I was like, oh man, is this actually happening? And then we started talking, whatever. And then, I did what I had to do. And I showed them like my humbleness, and I showed them what I could bring to the table. And, everything's been great so far. Like, we've been doing so many great things. Like, they've been helping me out so much with my, social media and this, booking shows and tours and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And the DJ battle, definitely, if it wasn't for them, like I said, I don't know what I'll do without them. So
that's right. That's a brotherhood, and it's dope to see it. You know what I mean? It's so dope because again, you need that. You need that support. Like,
you need it.
It's hard for DJs. Like I say, like you could be hot today and not tomorrow. It's just as worse as being an artist. Exactly. When it comes to this business. And salute to you guys for building a coalition, for building a brotherhood, and a committee of people that stand with you. That's important. So salute to you guys for that.
Exactly. Especially, like I said, like a lot of you have a lot of these DJ crews and stuff, but they're not really like, it's not more like, it's just kind of like about everybody else. It's not like about helping one another. You know what I mean?
That's right.
With Mass Fleet DJs, we're like I said, like it's a brotherhood. So like when one person is falling down, we're making sure that he's good. And then, we build up and we lift up together as a team.
That's awesome. That's so awesome. What do you think is the worst thing about being a DJ?
There's a couple worse things. Besides like the groupies, because the groupies come with this, with the DJ regardless. Because like I said, at the end of the day, how it's so weird because like I've been told this so many times, it's like everybody wants to sleep with the DJ for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
But like it's either the DJ, the security, the promoter, the host.
Because they think they're gonna always get in.
Exactly.
That's always the key to get in. Oh, the DJ? Like, oh yeah, the DJ,
Oh, the DJ sent me here. Oh, but the DJ said that I was free. Oh, the DJ said that me and my homegirls were allowed in for free. Like, and then they come to me and they're like, so boom. I'm like, no, man. Like, no. Charge them like everybody else. There's no special privilege here.
Listen, you gotta eat. You've got a family to feed. You know what I mean? And that's what I tell people. Just because I know the DJ doesn't mean I expect to get in free. Like that is just an insult to the craft. It's an insult to the, to the artist, to the DJ. You know what I mean? To me.
Even to the establishment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The promoter, he's trying to make money too. So it's like, if you're letting all these people in for free, you know what I mean, how is he supposed to be making bread and breaking off at the end? And like then that
That's
makes
right.
me that like that comes out of my bread too. So I was like, now we got a huge problem. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So
That's right.
I feel like too, you know what I mean? Especially too when it's like I said, the DJ battle, you know what I'm saying? Like I can't let people in for free. Like if I'm trying to build something, I want you to support me. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So like I need you guys to support me the way I will support you.
That's right. That's
So,
right. So tell me, how do you stay up to date with the music trends?
mm. So there's a lot of ways. So for me, I like to like I have a record pool. So I actually pay monthly, but it's like basically it gives me all my like music up to date. So it gives me everything from like all the genres from hip hop to Spanish, you know what I mean, to old school R&B, trap, everything like that. And what I do is I just download those folders and kind of just like organize it to the ability that I want it to be. So that when I do put them in my laptop and stuff, and I start
Mm-hmm.
playing in the clubs, I know what to do with them. You know what I mean? Like I kind of just like play around with it, and I have like this library in my head. And people tell me this all the time. It's like, yo, boom, how do you know like what to play? Like what's the next song and how to? I'm like, listen, I can like literally tell you, I can go on all day with this. But it's literally like a library in my head that I just literally I go based on the crowd, and I'll be like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do, and let's go. You know what I mean, track to track, and it's just fire.
And it's just
It
fire.
is.
Oh,
Exactly.
I love
Don't get
it.
me wrong. You know what I mean, when I started, like I did have some. I mean, I struggled a lot. You know what I
Uh-huh.
mean? I was very shy. You know, what I mean, I didn't talk on the mic.
Mhm.
My music selection wasn't that great, so I had a lot of work I needed to do, and I just kind of perfected. And I got a lot of people that told me, oh, you try this, try this. I tried it, and it kind of just turned it around and makes it my own. And here I am today. I've been doing this for 10 years, and it's been great.
10 years. Awesome. And now you've traveled, like, because you
Yeah,
have the international DJ stamp. So
yes.
let's talk about that.
Let's talk about it. Okay. So yeah, I mean, I've been almost a lot. I mean, I did a lot. I've been to the R. You know what I mean? I've been to Puerto Rico. I've been to Chicago. I've been to Atlanta, to Miami. I've been all over. You know what I'm saying?
Wow,
I haven't
dude.
been to the. I'm trying to get out to the UK. You know what I mean? That's kind of like the UK,
Ah,
Dubai, Japan. Yes,
I can see
that's what
you playing over
I'm
there.
hoping.
I can
Hell yeah!
see
What?
you. What? That'll be so lit.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be
Yes.
so lit.
So
Like those
I feel like, I
international,
mean, like
like
I said, the summer is coming here, so it's definitely. I mean, I feel like that my time is coming real soon. So
maybe I'll have to make a phone calls over to my UK peeps and be like, listen,
hey,
I need to get
don't
DJ
get me.
Boom
I
over
mean,
there.
I'm ready. DJ
You
Boom is
ready?
always ready. Let me pack a bag, flight. I got my passport. We're good to go.
That's right. I love it. I love it. I mean, because again, it's dope to see, DJs like you in this area. That's what I always say. You are you have like you're like who you're like the president right now when it comes to the music industry in New England. Like that's like you dictate what's next. You dictate what's now. And you have that solidification where it's just like you're seen with all the celebrity artists that are coming into New England. And that again, people want to know you, people want to be around you. So how do you balance that in life?
I mean,
Because I need
it's
to
a lot
meet.
because, like I said, my phone. It's a lot because my phone, like I said,
You're a
it never
humble,
stops.
reserved guy from what I see
But that's why I like to
in
be though.
person.
I don't like to be
Right.
like crazy and like all wild and all over the place. I like to be very kind of like this, very
Collective.
calm, collective, but very like kind of like this. Like I want people to know, like people to be like wonder what's Boom's next move, what's Boom's next adventure, what's Boom's next event, what's Boom. You know what I mean? I always like to keep people wondering on what I'm doing, and that's what
And
makes
now,
people want to like tune in more. You know what I mean? And they follow me because they're like, I want to know what Boom is up to.
so tell me, where does the name DJ Boom originate from?
Yeah. So that originally, it's so weird because like I actually was like in high school, whatever the case is. I was at Central Catholic. I was
Okay.
actually in a Catholic school, so it was so weird because like I was like this, kind of like very sports. You know, what I mean, I did basketball, I did track, I did all these sports. I was very athletic, and I was kind of like the
Mm-hmm.
popular kid in school. You know what I'm saying? All the girls wanted to be around me. Other guys wanted to be my friend. Just whatever. And it's crazy. Like, and one of my teachers was like saying something. He was like, we had like a lecture in class, whatever. And he was like, this guy is booming over here. And hmm. I was like, that sounds kind of like I like the way it sounds. I'm like, DJ Boom. I'm like, then I stuck with it. And then when I did was DJ Boom, and I kind of put like a thing, like a slogan after it. So it'd be like DJ Boom, the Turnip King. So it's like the King.
The king. The king.
Like,
I love it.
King,
I love it. I love it. I love it. And every time that I've been in the building where you are playing, I've been turned up to the max. I lost my voice the first night.
Yes.
And I didn't get to tell you that. You made me lose my voice. I was like, yo, I was so lit that night. It was crazy. It was my birthday night, actually. So yeah, that was one of the best birthdays that I've had in a long time, where I've lost my voice. And I was like, that was dope to feel that energy, to feel again, because it's not easy to do what you do. At all. So shout out to you for that, because that was a dope birthday, and I won't forget that.
Oh, you lost your voice, but at least it was like you lost your voice in a good cause. You know what I'm saying?
But I had so much fun. There was so many independent artists. There was just it was like one of the most lit independent shows that I've seen in New England. And shout out to Bougie League, to everybody that because that was Bougie's actual
that was actually his second album release party.
Yep, second one. So that, because the first one, it was so cold that night we couldn't come. Like, it was crazy. Like, nobody wanted to go out that night, and I remember that.
It was lit though. Like, for it to be that bad, like for it to be cold and the weather like the way it was,
right?
And to have like the crowd that we had,
right,
was crazy. Even the owner came up to me and was like, "Wow, I never even expected this."
Right.
And, like, people were buying bottles. All the VIPs were booked out. You know what I mean? So salute to Bougie League. That's my guy. That's my artist as well.
Yeah.
So.
And now you also are under Stat Gold management. So you do have management. So, that's also a big thing for, a DJ, because I think, again, that means you're important. You're a DJ that's well in demand. And I just wanted to show that with your list. I don't even know what your in March. I don't even know what your April list looked like. I did put up some of your events that I was able to grab to the little intro, but I know you have
like, I have so much. I have so many events. It's like I can't even keep up with myself. Like, I literally have I literally have a secretary. You know what I mean? She has to like literally, block everything out, and like just line it all up for me to be like make sense. Like, if it wasn't for her, you know what I mean? So I don't even know where I'll be. I'll be like everywhere. I'll be freaking lost.
Shout out to her. Shout out to the administration that goes on behind DJ Boom, because again, it is not easy being you. Like, to manage all these different.
J&M Productions. Shout out to them.
J&M Productions. Awesome. Love it. Yes. Love it. So tell me what's next. Tell me what's next for you.
What's next for me? I mean, hopefully, like I said, I'm trying to, like I said, the summer's coming. I mean, we got so many things lined up. I'm actually going out to North Carolina, July.
Okay.
We have the music conference, the Fleet DJs music conference. It's one of the biggest conferences worldwide. You know what I'm saying? And I'm actually
I did see that.
Like one of the DJs. So I'm actually one of like the special guest DJs. Like, that's part of the whole conference. So I'm definitely super excited, pumped. Artists as well too. And then I also have new artists on board too. I actually locked in a couple new artists under me as well. So shout out to GGK. She's actually from Salem, Mass, and the beach area. So shout out to
Okay.
her. She's gonna definitely be coming out more.
Send me some
Also
music.
yes,
Maybe we'll have her on season 4 of Upnorth City Girls.
Let's do it. You know what I mean? She's definitely she's fire. She definitely does. She's more of the Afrobeat and dancehall type of vibe. So
okay, we need that.
Killing in the studio. Yes,
I love it.
I also have my guy Eon. He just flew out from Canada. He's another dancehall and Afrobeat artist that's gonna be under me soon as well. So we're gonna be getting him out there soon as well too. So shout out to him. And
awesome.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of other events. Like I said, I can go on and on and on, but I can write a book.
I know you're a busy guy, and I know it's so much, so they have to follow you. I did put your handle at the bottom of this interview, so if you want to follow DJ Boom and stay at the latest events in New England and also all around the country, the world, he is there. DJ Boom, the real turn up king on all platforms.
The one and only.
One and only. The one and only. That's right. Is there anything else that you want to tell your fans or just people who support you?
Shout out to all my fans, all my fan base, all my supporters. I appreciate every single one of you. I love all y'all. I appreciate the support. Keep supporting. If you don't support me, I don't know what to tell y'all. The link is right there. You see me active, you know what I mean? Shout out to the haters too. Because I know they're probably like, watching this too, you know what I mean? So shout out to them, you know what I mean? I gotta give them support too. Definitely, like I said, I'm not going anywhere, you know what I mean? I'm gonna be here till God tells me when to go. So definitely, like I said, we just taking over.
That's
you ain't with me, you know what I mean? You in the sidelines, man.
That's right. That's right. You gotta tell them, Boom. You gotta tell them. I mean, keep us lit, keep us tuned in, keep us in the loop. Anything you got going on, I'm here to support you. I appreciate your professionalism. I appreciate your just like we always say, sportsmanship in this business. Because like I tell people, if the DJ don't show up, we don't have entertainment. And so you show up, you're professional, and I commend you for that.
Thank you so much. I want to give a shout out to you, you know what I mean? Shout out to Miss TML, you know what I mean, for having me in the building, you know what I mean?
Right.
She's fire,
That's right.
You know what I mean? Definitely
That's right. You was coming highly recommended. You were the high recommendation. Like when I kept saying, who should I interview? And everybody's like, DJ Boom, DJ Boom, DJ Boom, DJ Boom. I'm like, okay, it's DJ Boom.
Yes, I think
let's
so
get
much.
it.
I appreciate it.
I love it. I love it.
Definitely gonna get working. I mean, I definitely want to do this again, and hopefully, I mean, it'll be in a different setting. So
we got to work on something. I always told Chubb, I wanted to do a DJ conference, and something like kind of like a battle, but it's like a real conference for the DJs in New England. And again, like I'm all about the DJ coalitions and making sure that people understand that the DJ is the core factor of the music business in this region. And until we respect the DJs and salute them and give them their, props, it's important. Again, like I think sometimes people don't realize that DJs are really underpaid for a craft that, you know what I'm saying, they really worked on and they really take seriously and are passionate about. And it's a cutthroat business because it's like if another DJ comes in and say, oh, I'm willing to work for less, what do you think they're going to go with? The DJ who's willing to work for less, not the DJ who is going to show all the different elements that, this DJ who's professional is going to bring. So again, salute to you for being the top dog when it comes to being booked in New England right now, because you
have to be though. I mean, you have to. Like I said, in this industry, I mean, you have to be like you have to know what you're worth. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
They, if you're charging, say for example, like if you're charging, $600, you know what I'm saying, but that you're actually making that happen. Like, I mean, but if you're not, if they're gonna be like, oh, because I have so many promoters like that will tell me like, oh, yo, boom, like, you know, that's kind of a high number. Oh, yo, can you like do like this? I'm like, no, because I worked hard. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been doing it for 10 years. If you don't see the craft and you don't trust me as, you know, me to bring, you know, I mean, my skills and, you know, my voice and all that stuff to your club, then you don't need me there. You know what I'm saying?
That's
it's
right.
not going to be lit without me there. And you can
That's
go
right.
with the cheap DJ. That's fine. You know what I mean? Go make that money. You know what I mean? If that's, but it's not going to be a lit event because you don't have DJ Boom there.
That's right.
That's it.
That's right. I'm telling you, I'm here. I witnessed it. I witnessed it a couple of times, guys.
Yeah. She lost her voice, you know what I mean? She lost her voice. It's not a lie, you know what I mean? It's not a paid advertisement. This is definitely, you know what I mean? You heard it from us first. So
that's right.
I don't know what to tell y'all.
Well, we have to have you come back. I know that you're a busy guy and you're probably, what's tonight? It's a Wednesday night. So I don't know if you're working tonight, but you never know.
My phone is always working. I'm always working. If I'm not freaking DJing, I'm in the studio. If I'm in the studio, I'm in the office. If I'm in the office, I'm traveling somewhere. So
that's right. That's right. Well, it was a pleasure. Anything I can do to help, anything that you need me for in regards to, you know, music, artists, whatever, I got you.
No, I appreciate you. You know what I mean? Like I said, Upnorth City Girls, you know, I mean, it's TML in the building. You know, thank you so much. Salute to her. She's doing the damn thing. So make sure you tune in with her. You know, she's the only one that's killing it right now. So I got mad love for her.
And we try to go for the #1 podcast in New England. Period.
#1.
Period. All right, Boom. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. You have a good night.
You too.
Later.
Bye.
If she ain't fucking, she got to go. Tell her don't waste my time. Police wanna stop me, search my clothes. Tell them don't waste my time. If it ain't money, I ain't involved. Tell them don't waste my time. Waste